what we're going to do right now, the definition of cult. A relatively small group of people. Why does it have to be a small group? Right off the rip, look, right off the rip, it says it right there. So by definition, Google is saying it's a small group. How can it not be a big group? Do you see how Google is Satan? It's Satan. So in your whole life as a child, if you study this word cult, then your impression is going to be it's just small groups. That's it. Having beliefs or practices, especially relating to religion. Why has it got to be related to religion? That are regarded by others as strange or sinister, or as imposing excessive control over members. So we're going to use, okay, what are the Democrats doing to the children and to your children? They're programming them with screens, cartoons, images, schools, universities, and everything else. So it's a cult. The screen is a cult. The last part of the definition says this. The same, what we just said. It's a small group that are regarded by others as strange or sinister, or as imposing excessive control over members. Do the Democrats display excessive control? It's a yes or no question. Yes, they do. So this cult of the Democratic Party now, it's no longer political. Okay? Before there was money, it was a political party. Real money. Before everybody was billionaires. See, all these billionaires, okay? Now, when you have a monetary system like this, then you can allow people, certain small groups of people, to be worth trillions of dollars, and then to pay citizens to terrorize/protest. You understand? So that's not fair. And then if we tie in the Democratic Party again, okay, it's proven that you have fake terrorists out there, protesters, that are getting paid $82,000 a year salary to do that. So they're getting paid $82,000 to go out there and destroy everything. And they're told this, they can't do much to you. And then the news films every bit of it and then shows it to the stupid idiots that don't know anything. They don't even know that they're getting paid to be there. So if someone's being paid to terrorize, be a terrorist, then that means that's homegrown terrorism. That means that we can get the cult of the whole damn, every fucking one of them, as a cult because of their own, it's sinister of what they're doing. Look, let's just think about, all right, so LGBT, BLM, okay, other groups, and it's all Democratic. So it's okay for all of y'all to be in this circle right here. You're in this circle. So anything outside of this circle is racist and everything else. So when you go at them, you're being excessive. You're imposing excessive control over the exterior people like us. So in here, everything offends you. Over here, we're telling you you're fucking stupid and that you're being controlled through screens. Even those of y'all now that were against this, you've already succumbed to the screen time. They forced you into the mind control. And these children with these screens have grown into this cult of Satan. See, over here, if these stupid ass idiots could get their shit together, then they can make the same claim that flag is racist. See, you don't get to claim everything is racist. But yet when somebody else claims you're racist, y'all all turn into excessive demons and attack people like a fucking mad demon. Like a mad demon. It doesn't matter if you physically do it or you go on and you leave your malice, arimonic, homunculus, idiocy comments. That's a demon. Do you not see how that's a cult? And see, in a cult, the leaders control this. So the leaders would be what? The news channels. It would be the Beyoncés. It would be the Bad Bunnies. It would be every fucking one of them. Those are leaders in this cult of demons. Let's just see the cult of David Koresh. It's funny, this computer won't say out loud when I'm doing a video. If I'm sitting here by myself and just saying it'll say shit to me. I'm being for real. Some of the people around me will tell you the same thing, and they're like, dude, that's what these fucking cameras are. It's to watch us. It says, which this is a Jesuit production. It was all designed for the news to film it and then to put it on the TV. Because you're the cult. You're in a TV screen cult. So what you are, y'all can't even listen to me. I'm begging y'all, like, go outside. Go the fuck outside. Go outside. No, there's germs and crazy things out there. You sure a screen didn't scare the shit out of you your whole life to keep you inside? Because it did. You fucking idiots against me. It says, this is all Jesuit shit. I'll tell you why. April the 19th is when he died. You know when the Oklahoma City thing went off? April the 19th of 95. Because 194 has to do with the tarot on the fucking tarot cards. Everything to do with it. And guess how old David Koresh was? He was 33 years old when he died. He didn't die. He's somebody else. If I told you who he was, your cult of screenism would go, you're crazy! And you watch somebody who's supposed to be dead. And they're sitting there on the TV every day going, we got him again. So, of course, coming from a dysfunctional background, Koresh was a member and later leader of the Branch Davidians. I just want to see where it gets into, if it does. They've got to go through and detail his whole fucking life, you know what I mean? It's funny how they know everything. They know every detail about everybody because they're fucking demons. All right, it says in 1983, which is their demon year, Koresh began claiming the gift of prophecy. And see, these stories are created to give to you, to where when somebody like me says, listen, something's channeling through me, to where they'll give you satanic Jesuit stories like this, and then they sell it on the news. You're in the cult of screen TV Satanism. You are fucking forced. It is so excessive with the news. It is a cult. It's a cult. You're in a cult. The news is Satan. I'm trying to tell you. And you know what you'll do? Just look at whoever you're around. The ones just sitting there. You think they'd be like that if screens were around? Nope, but since those screens have been around and distractions, they've sat there and their anatomies just slowly rotted away their entire life. And then built the medical industry. It's beautiful, isn't it? You know what else is beautiful on how fucking ignorant that some of y'all are? That truly can't see it. You know it's the truth, but deep down inside you cannot follow through because of all of the impulses have in you. And all those impressions your entire life in here that have pressed excessive satanic cult force. See, a cult won't let you out. I'm telling you, it's not real. Your world's not real. And y'all are fucking holding on to it like this. Like, yes, it is. Everything in here is real. Yeah. That's who the fuck y'all are. It's disgusting. I told somebody earlier, and I said, you know, they want to talk about ICE and how they separate families. Okay, a lot of us, if you can be honest and do a fucking inventory, okay, before the technology was here, did your family tree or friends, it doesn't matter if you've got blood or not, before this, people used to get together on weekends, play cards, hang out, sit outside, people played music more, but that's not pushed in schools, instruments, none of that shit. None of it. None of it at all. So you have to go back and think about, there wasn't all these impulses coming into the brains at that time. So there was going to be more of a family connection. And now these are introduced along with the fake news, and then the impulses of stories comes in, and it starts implanting doubt within these units and cells of family and friends and whatever. And so eventually this one flakes off, flakes off, flakes off. Nobody gets together no more. And it's all the screen's fault. But remember, you're so fucking crackied out. I ain't letting these impulses go. You can't see it. You can't see how Satan came in with AI and screens, destroyed families, destroyed marriages, destroyed every fucking thing around. And you're so cult stupid that you can't say, Matt, you're right. We're stupid. We're going to fucking pay attention. You just can't. It's a cult. Y'all all wake up in unison and with the screens. Whatever the fuck they put into your brain is what y'all live out that day. It's disgusting to know that you come through this life and that you've been fooled from day one. And instead of questioning anything, you don't even have it in you. You just fucking get mad. The impulses in you is to be a dumbass. And to sit there and then to go at people like Matt. Because it's not in there. It's not, Matt, it's in here. It's destroyed the world. These children have nothing in here. I was in the store earlier and this chick was smoking hot. Probably 30. Smoking hot. But you could, looking at her and watching her grab certain items and her whole demeanor, and she was 2 fucking years old. You could see it in her eyes. You could see the 2-year-old just looking at everything. And that's every one of them. And this is all they've ever had. This is it. So from day fucking one, they've been sitting here doing this. That's why their eyes are fucked up everywhere. And they're all like this, and then they're on pills and all this other shit. And there's no Jesus in there. It's just fucking, goddamn, I'm chemicaled out. Screened out. Got 20,000 hours of screen time by the time I was 20. Yeah, definitely. The doctor said that it's generational. Yeah, it's just hereditary. It's like, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass, you're a dumbass, and you're a dumbass. I cannot believe that the older generations, all that hard work they displayed in the 1900s is fucking gone. That shit is gone. I've tried to lead by example. I have been laughed at. I have fucking begged people. They just laugh at me. I have goddamn called everybody and their brother being serious, but they judge me on social fucking media and not on action and experience. So they're 2 fucking years old. See, my attention and God's attention of you requires 24/7. Y'all don't have that. This is all you. This is it. Whatever's in there is in there. That's it. You don't have nothing else. If you took the fucking billboards and pictures away, you would look like a cockroach. And if Jesus was here right now, he would say the best way for you to get back to me is to take down every fucking sign that there is. And there better not be any signs on any churches tomorrow. He'd say that. What would you do? See, you can't. You wouldn't go nowhere. You'd fucking be like, oh God, where I go? Because you're driven. Your vehicle, your anatomy is a vessel. It's a vehicle, a car. The screen puts shit in here, drives you to that society, which is garbage, poison, and a cult. It's a cult. Same way David Koresh, the Jesuit, Fake did his shit. And you know, the thing is some of those people were just blind in there. They're weak, like you. And then some of them were Jesse's to get them in there. That's what they do. You know, the Son of Sam, all that shit. It's all Jesuit Productions. You would never do news about shit like that. Anything you watch puts an ideal in your mind. So if you get mad enough one day, then you remember seeing that shit and you might go pop off somewhere. But if you had never seen that impulse, that thought's not going to be there. But yet in your fucking world, you'll say, I need to stay informed. Informed. It goes into you in formation, forming your thoughts through this. You have zero critical thinking. You have zero fucking ability to put shit down and to say, I'm going to fucking look. Those impulses that you have are demons. Jesus came into this world to bring impulses. Okay? And what do you think would eradicate those impulses? AI and screens. What distracts you from nature? Screens. If you're looking at flowers on here, it destroys the brain and makes children mean. It makes them mean, choke animals and shit out. But if you're looking at real color and touching real petals, that's from God. See, these demons, they destroy earth and then turn, which is spirit. Spirit controls each life form. And then Satan turns those beings into this. And then instead of us enjoying nature and getting those emotions, we have artificial emotions. And our beings, our own fucking power is trapped within these gadgets, begging us to stop watching this shit. They slaughtered us and made this to give you black magic. And see, that's the whole thing is people, I have begged so many people. Look, all this that comes in our whole life, when we go across, it comes out. So, you know, we're raised with what? No, we just die, go to heaven or hell. Well, then what else? There has to be more to it. That's the way that's what God put into me, that. And then here we are. Because if you can do an inventory, okay, Sam's, Costco, all these huge stores, Best Buy, they were all huge in these. Like as the population is growing, right when you walk into some of these huge stores, there they are. It's right there up front. Bam! The black magic, this. Bam! It's right there. It's not to help us. So if you create all that beauty out there and you're God, and then Satan creates all this garbage, you really think when we're evaluated on the other side, think about what you do in this world. You're creating an organ. Yeah, so if you always eat shit out of plastic bags and drink chemicals and all that, then what kind of organ is that going to be? See, if you're a pastor or preacher watching this, you could catch fire. But see, if you start talking about that, every person in there will leave. And maybe that is your journey. Are you holding on to those people? Because I can tell you this. It doesn't matter how on fire you are. When all these impulses come into these churches, they're all bringing this shit. And then they bring in the gadgets as black magic. And then they're all sitting there scrolling. It's disgusting to know that that's what the church is. And then you take up for it. And then you say we can do whatever we want to do. And it's like you have slowly been morphed into that. You know, but back to the pastor or preacher, if you run everybody off, maybe that's your journey. Because I can tell you this, the only way that you see this world for what it truly is when you almost die or you've lost everything. Because it's material possessions. Everything that's invented, plastic, it poisons the earth. It's not real. So, you know, we're always touching mediumistic black magic. They create all these toys, and so who designed the toy is who our emotions go to. It's not us learning nature blooms, blossoms, and then that action goes to God. Because we've got a sheath that when we go over of what we absorb here, and there's a sheath. If you want me to get into the demons that can't incarnate in physical form, these Black Path magicians here in this realm, they upload certain ingredients into us, into our brains. So when we go, there's several things that they do, and they harvest and harness, and then certain beings that cannot incarnate from Saturn that are retarded and mentally challenged, when they do come into this world, their physical appearance looks just like me or you, but their soul and their spirit looks like a mentally challenged physically person. You can't see that. Those are the ones running around going, oh no, everything in here is real. Your soul and your spirit is mentally challenged. It doesn't matter how healthy you think you are. You're in a cult. You're in a cult. This is who you are. Your leaders have led you straight into the abyss, into this within your own mind. And think about it. There's no maps. They've made everybody depend on a screen. And everybody depends on resources coming in from out of town. And they're all made in just one place. Why wouldn't you set up, 5,000 bread plants across the nation? And then in each city, in each interstate, there's storage units. You're going to dump shit in there. That way when something gets wiped out, oh, we're not hurting. There it is. But no. You're too fucking cult stupid to where when it does wipe, oh no, we're going to be out of this food. It's like there could be 1 million fucking stores across this nation. You stupid idiot. It's just like water. You pay for water. There's springs everywhere. Free, and it's connected to the waters above and everything. It's in the air. It's like you're a water being. None of y'all drink water. You go get a satanic machine thinking, and it's like, well, but when Satan creates pipes to where when you pour water, there's metals in it, that's Satan. Listen, we had irrigation. We had shit perfect before this satanic world that you're in. It was perfect before they melted it. That's before, listen, you have no idea. They melted the world. They covered it up. They planted human beings, brought in a new ideology, cultures, nations, languages, printing press eventually. And then now we're going into Saturn, and now we walked the earth with no knowledge of the heavens. They destroyed every fucking bit of it, slaughtered everybody. And then here we come. For centuries, we've been walking around blind. And then there's the printing press, which is created by demons. And then mass circulated black magic into the materialism, Ahrimanic satanic age that we're in. So for centuries, you've absorbed satanic black magic and never looked up. For centuries. So if you can fight through all that, then you can get out of it. It's not hard. They kept everybody healthy too until it was about 1900, until the brands come out and all the sugars and all that. There wasn't any diabetes. There wasn't any strokes and head fucking things. There was none of that. You give it 30 or 40 years eating these substances, there's your careers. All these people have to have jobs. The schools are pushing you into the fucking AI careers, even though nature's out there. We could be eating all the food out of the ground, never worrying about resources coming in and out, but you're created to go get a plastic wrapper and eat out of it. So, it's real shit. And there's no changing this. You're going to have to live your life the same way. You know what I mean? You're going to have, and if you've listened to this whole video, you'll question everything from here on out. And you will. So if something happens and the shit gets shut down, go call your buddy or call somebody now. If you're in a city and they start fucking blowing them up, like this year, anytime, go ahead and call somebody out of the city and say, look, if shit starts happening, I'm coming to you. Don't be in that city with your fake pride. And what I mean by that is this, like, we're going to get you. That's what they want. They want you to clash, burn it down, and then come in. in New World Order. But you can eat leaves, you can chew on branches, and all those properties is what the fucking anatomy's made of. But you've been eating high-powered chemicals, high-powered energy drinks, high-powered fake meats. So if all those get cut, that's the thing is, in your mind, you've got to eat meat. And it's like, no, you don't. But that's what you think. And then that's where all these cannibalistic movies come in. Because in time, I'm serious, the people will be eating each other. And they will, because that's all they've ever known. And those chemicals, when they're cut, you think alcoholics go through withdrawals? Think about being overweight, which is the majority now, in some way, shape, or form. Think about your pills getting cut that's keeping you alive. Think about the foods you like snacking on. They're cut. So you don't have meds, foods, you have nothing at all to satisfy all those urges, those impulses. It'd be just a matter of days. And most people would, they can't handle that. All that shit talking they've done to me and all this shit talking and this fuck him, look at me. And it's like that day's coming. And we're going to find out who's going to come out on top. I can tell you this, if they don't get me or you don't, I will be on top. Okay? This thing was created to cut. In that song, he says, the bigger the river, the bigger the drought. And all these songs is talking about going from Aquarius into Saturn. In Scripture, at the end of Matthew, Jesus says, I'll be with you until the end of the age, the world, the era. Each era and age is 2,160 years. See, the preachers don't tell you that, and the ones that don't know, because for centuries you've not been taught that. So Jesus says it even. I want you to go down there, and there's an allegory. You're going to see a guy holding a pail of water. I want you to go into his house. Okay, that's Aquarius. So we're coming out of Pisces into Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn the first 1,000 years. So when he says you're going to go down there and see a man holding a pail of water, go into his house, Aquarius is the water bearer with a pail of water. So there's channels coming through that I grabbed on my sobriety date. And you can too. But you're blocked. The rubber blocks you, the screens block you, the meds block you, everything blocks you from absorbing this true last Jesus Christ impulse before we go into pure Satanism. That's why y'all can't see me. It's because every impulse in you is AI. You're artificial. That was the biggest thing for me. A guy said, just start telling yourself you're artificial intelligence. Everything in you is artificial. And the more I pondered on that, then that's the key that unlocked everything. You're given, like in my scrapbook, Earth, we can study Earth for 30 lifetimes. You know what I mean? But in my scrapbook in 4th grade, it just a little bitty circle like this. There's Earth. Oh, that's Earth. You don't understand what I'm saying? So we grow up. That's Earth. There's Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And then you go watch space movies forever. That's a dummy. So we're not going to go out there and dig in the dirt and look at the seasons and everything, the leaves, the petals and all that, since this nation was founded on Jesus Christ and farming and everything else. It's funny how y'all are not even outside anymore at all. You can't even see that. This thing works for days and weeks and months and decades and half centuries and millenniums. They destroyed the Library of Alexandria. And when they did that, everybody was walking around blind for a long time until now. And that's when they come into this fake technology. And these books, there's the definition. That's not real. That was put together by satanic demons. And it's in everybody's houses. And the impulses in them, they won't fucking go against it. Looking for Satan to sell who he is, he already knows he's got to let you grow into shit for centuries. For centuries, you got to grow into satanic bullshit and accept that that's real. And that's what I'm saying. You pop up in a church over here, you're just going to be preaching on what you've seen and experienced and what big churches are doing. That's it. That's it. You don't have anything prior to the Library of Alexandria burning down, which had scrolls, not what you have. Oh, yeah. That took time and forever to put together. Burnt, gone. Rome fell and then popped up as the Vatican because it's demons. And then the Vatican created this fake Christianity. to control us this whole time until now. I love you.